Good evening. I'm Colleen Christie. Thanks for joining us. The tiny community of Hartley Bay says it's at the front line of an environmental disaster. A large oil slick has appeared in the Great Bear Rainforest south of Prince Rupert. It's believed to be a leak from a 65-year-old shipwreck. But the spill has the local First Nation worried about a much larger disaster, especially if oil tankers are allowed in the area. CTV's Nafisa Karim has our top story.
Smells definitely like tar.
Members of the Gitga'at Nation of Hartley Bay can smell the oil washing up. From the air, the band estimates the spill covers several kilometers.
Look at it.
A white bottle dipped into the water comes out black. It's a serious concern because the band is about to start harvesting shellfish.
It will impact some of the shores that we do harvest on. And, this is really critical to part of who we are.
The band says the BC Ferry, the Queen of the North, which sank 6 years ago, is still leaking oil. But this spill is closer to where an old U.S. Army transport ship sank in 1946, taking 700 tons of fuel with it. In a written statement, the Canadian Coast Guard estimates about 100 milliliters of fuel likely spilled, probably from that sunken vessel. It's spread over such a large area because the layer is very thin. Divers are going to be sent to patch the leak.
This is just yet another reminder that oil spills happen all the time.
Wilderness Committee campaigner Ben West says this is a wake-up call because the spill is near the proposed tanker route for the Enbridge Gateway pipeline. It would take Alberta oil to Kitimat, where it would be loaded onto supertankers bound for Asia.
It's really not a matter of if there'll be a spill, it's a matter of when there'll be a spill. The Great Bear Rainforest should be left alone. It's a beautiful untouched area that's pristine, teeming with life.
No benefit.
In question period, the NDP repeatedly called on Christy Clark to oppose the proposal.
The Premier needs to quit hiding behind the process and represent British Columbians.
But the government says it will wait for the results of an environmental assessment.
Please say no!
Some already have their minds made up.
If we can't deal with a small-scale spill, how are we supposed to deal with a big-scale spill?
This most recent spill, a reminder of just how much is at stake. Nafisa Karim, CTV News, Vancouver.